Hey everybody, how are you doing today? This is Diana from the Misfit Journal Maker, and today we're going to do some flag paper clips with a little hidden journal spot. And I just hope everybody is doing well today. It's a nice 90 degrees here in Southern California, and I'm not liking it very much. I mean, we didn't get much of a winter here. We've only had a few days of rain, and before you know it, we're going to be hitting 110. I live in the desert area, so not my ideal. I wish I lived like in Minnesota or somewhere where it was snowing, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I just want to invite you guys, if you're not a follower here on my YouTube channel, I would be more than happy to have you join me and just check out the fun things I try to do and teach you guys and just share with you. It's a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy it. It's very relaxing, and I love to find out other journal makers' secrets and things they do that make life easier as far as making journals. I have a Facebook, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. This is my third video. I have a Facebook group as well, same name, Misfit Journal Maker, and I just want to invite you guys to come and check it out, and you know, post what you're making, post your ideas. I just want to have fun with the group. I want everybody to just be excited about learning new techniques for journal making, and just for us all to be able to share with each other and just create beauty. I mean, you know, no matter what's going on in your life, if you can do things like this, it just kind of takes you out of your own head for a while, and it's a good thing. So yeah, so come out and check us out, and so we're gonna get started. And for this, you need some type of digital. You could also make this with just cardstock. I don't know how that would work, because really for this, it's best to use copy paper. For the outside, for the tag, I am definitely going to use cut up tags that are thicker for that part. But for the outside, I do recommend to use copy paper, just because you're folding it and stuff, and sometimes the thicker papers have a tendency to crack, and that's not something you want to happen. So it's totally up to you what you want to use, but I recommend copy paper. Pick something that you can kind of like see what is, like, you want the front of your paper clip to have something pretty. So you just gotta, you don't want to have something like this over here. You want to pick something over here. Okay, so we need, I'm making two, depending on how many that you want to make. That's up to you, but I may just make one. I've been at this for a while. I'm losing my voice now. So your paper, you are going to want 3 inches wide by 3 inches long. Okay, so I'm going to start out doing the width. Okay, so we've got 3, right? Whoops. We got 3 right here. Okay, so yeah, that looks good. Okay, so that's my, oopsie, we didn't cut all the way. I'm gonna use this as a scissor. I don't trust it. Okay, so we got our 3, and now we're gonna do 3.5. Okay, and I want to cut off. I want to cut off the side that has nothing good that I want on my paper clip. So we've got 3.5 here. Is that right? Yeah. I have a shadow, so I'm having a problem with that. Okay. All right. So now we've got it here. I got to get some oil for this chair. It's terrible. Okay, so what we want to do, I've got them, they're almost the same, is we're going to take, and you don't have to use a scoreboard. I'm using it because it's just easier for me. You can just go ahead and fold it on your own and try to get it as close to the same as possible. But on the 3.5 this way, okay, the long way, you're going to want to take and do 1/8 of an inch to fold over. So on here, gosh, it's such a, I'm going to go over 2 clicks, or two little things. So it's going to be 0 and then 1 and then 2. Okay, and I'm going to, and it doesn't want to even stay in the same lane. Stay in your lane. God. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. And then you want to turn it over and do the other side. Perfect. Okay. All right. So we're going to get rid of this. Last time I have to use that today. I'm happy. Okay. Then you're going to take and you're going to fold this over. So if you want to try to get the same, you need the same width on both sides. It's folded over. You can try to do it without, and this doesn't even look the same. I guess it is. Then you're going to fold it. So after you have these 2 folded over, then you're going to fold it like this. And you want to make it a flush so that it matches up. Okay? As good as you can make it. And then press the other side. Okay, and I'm going to use my bone folder on this on both sides. Okay, just to make sure that it's nice and stuck. Okay, I've already done one here, and I've did the insides, and I also went ahead and inked. And I'm going to go ahead and ink this one. This isn't going to be a long video, so I try not to ink on the very long ones because it just is very time consuming, but this is going to be pretty quick. Okay, and actually we're going to go ahead and we're going to make the my goodness, we're going to go ahead and make the flag part. So you need to bring these 2 corners together so they're touching. You don't want to fold it though, just kind of, and then you're going to take your scissor and go across. Okay, this is going to make your little flag. Okay, I'm going to do it on both of them. So like I said, let's see, which do I want to make the top? Yeah, we'll go this way. So you want those to meet and then go sideways and cut. Okay, so now we have our cuts. All right, and because I cut that, now I've got to re-ink my little flag part here. Okay, so we're done with that. Okay, now you're going to use small paper clips. Now you could use bigger ones, but I don't know how that would come out. I have these 2 purplish ones that kind of match this, but they're thicker because they've got a coating, and I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to just use the regulars, okay? But first, before we do that, let's glue. There's no real, like, have to do this before this. You can do this out of order if you want to. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to do it the way I did it the first ones. And the same with, like, the other stuff. You just want to put a little bit of glue because you don't want that glue to come in where your tag is going to go in there. So when you're pulling the glue, pull it this way. Okay. And then I'm going to open it up and make sure that we did not go in the center. Okay, that one went okay. Let's do this one. So when you're making sure the glue's down, pull out. Don't go the other way, because you don't want, if there's excess glue, you don't want that going to the center. Okay, so this one is fine too. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the paper clips. Now, these paper clips, for some reason, maybe I'm not going to use these. You can't see it, but the little side comes up. I don't know why it does that, but I don't want to put that in the center of mine, so I'm going to use these because they're both flat. So you want to put your big side out, your long side, and put the small side in. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, now there's two ways that you can do this. You can either push it all the way down so it doesn't show at all, or you can do what I'm going to do and leave it up just a tad, because I want to put a bow up there or something through that. I'm not sure what yet. Okay, so you want to try to get that in the center as best as you can, and then you want to just glue across the top, just the very, very top. You don't want a lot of glue to go down, so same thing, pull out for the excess. Okay, hope I got that centered. And then you want to hold down on the paper clip just to make sure that you've got that glued in the right spot. Whoops. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go here again with this and check the inside. Okay. Okay, so we're going to let that one dry and work on this one. Same thing. Now you don't have to do it this way. You can put the little side out if you wish, but I'm going to put the big side out. And then I want to leave a little out. And then put that glue just right along the edge of the top right there. Got a little too much in there, so I'm going to pull out. You want to put a little extra right around where the paper clip is, but not much. Okay. So I'm going to pull out again. And then I'm just going to hold down where the paper clip is for a second. Okay, now in the meantime, now this is not going to be a specific measurement because it's going to depend on how big you made your little pocket here, whatever the flag part. You could make it bigger. You could come out and instead of doing 3.5 by 3, you could do 4 by 4.5. So depending on how big, you need to measure a piece of cardstock. Now the cardstock, you want to go in just a little bit so that it's smaller than the actual little pocket here. Otherwise it's not going to go in. Which I might have made this one a little, I might have gone in too far on this one, but I can't tell. Let me see. Nope, it fits. Okay. So got some glue. All right, don't stay in there. Okay, this one's a little bit too big, or a little bit too long, I mean. So I'm going to just go ahead and chop some off. Because for me, I want my tag part to be even with here, like that. Okay, so there's one. And I also went ahead and I inked mine. And I probably could have done these, yeah, this is going to have to be cut. I did them a little too thick. Or I made the little lines too. When I folded it, I might have folded too much of it. So that part's a little tricky. I'm going to cut off a little bit of this. Okay. Yeah, so you might have to go in and do a little bit of fixing, but usually not. The last one I didn't have to. Okay. So now let's try this again. Much better. Okay. But okay, this one too is just a little bit too big. Too long, I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. I think I glued it down too far is what happened. That's what I mean about just using a little bit of glue. Just a little bit. Yep, it's not going to go any further. So let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're going to, and you don't have to do this part. You can use a hole punch. You can put eyelets in there, or you could even, I have like this little tag punch, which I can't find at the moment. Oh, here it is. Hot. So I have this tag punch. I'll show you. And you could go ahead and use that too if you wanted. So really anything. I mean, if you don't have any of those, you could use something with a sharp end and just make a little hole, and then you can tie through it. Okay, so I'm gonna get my, gosh, I'm dropping everything. That's what you get when you do 3 videos back to back. You start getting tired. But I don't always have good days, so I wanted to do as many as I could today. Okay, I'm going to use the small side. Okay, we've got the big and the small. I'm using the small side for this. And I'm going to try to find my middle. And I want to get them both in the same spot in case I use them in the same journal. So I am going to actually push it back up. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that one. And let's do this one. Okay. And then I'm going to put the little eyelets through. Just dropped it. Ew. Okay. I have the worst time hanging on to these things. I had the same problem in the last video. Gosh. They're a little tighter, so I don't have to worry about. Okay. And that one kind of got mangled. That's what I hate about these things. Do not want a mangled one. It looks terrible. See if I can get it out without making a mess of this. Nope. You know what? Let's see. I think I'm going to end up ripping the whole thing because it does not want to come out. Well, let's see if I can get one in. I'll try this one. They are just temperamental little suckers, I'm telling you. I don't know if anyone else has trouble with these, but I have nothing but trouble. Okay, that one worked. So let me get another one for the other one. Ugh. Good grief. Come on. Okay. No, just don't give me issues here. Go through there. The little ones are the worst. Okay. Okay, I will take that because I don't know what's happening with this, but it's kind of mangled, but you won't see it when it's got its tie on there, so I'm not going to try to redo it. Okay, so now we're going to use some jute. This one's not even straight. It's a good thing I don't have a plan for these. Oh, don't you love it when everything goes wrong? Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do, which my fan seems to have, I don't know, it might be on the ground, but it's the same color, so I'm going to have to get a different one. My jute disappeared. Okay, so now you're going to take a piece of jute. You don't have to use jute. You don't have to do the next step at all if you don't want to. I'm only going to go ahead and do one. And I'm going to get jute here. And that one's crooked, so we're going to go with this one. Okay. Now, the person that I saw make these did not do this. This was my idea, but I like it. And you can proceed any way you want. You can just do just the jute and tie it in a knot. You could add beads. You could add charms. Sky's the limit. It's all up to you. Okay. So if I can get these two through here at the same time, that would be wonderful. Except that. Okay. Okay, so then I'm just going to go take these two, pull it through like this, okay? And get it as tight as I can. Okay, push that back up. And then here's my next thing. Okay, I'm going to lay this flat, and here's some wax. And I'm going to do a wax seal. And hopefully, I am not proficient at doing wax seals. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, and hopefully it comes out because I'm not good at this. I really am not. Give that a second. It should dry cook because I've got the fan, like I said, right above me. Okay. I just thought that the the wax seal made a really cute little pull handle for it. So that was my idea, to just use it for that. So put my, okay, let's see if this is gonna come off. And it did. Not perfect, but it's very cute. Boho, that's what I call it. Now what I did on the last one here, because I don't like all this extra, is I took a utility knife, and if I saw something that looked a little off or not pretty, I just kind of cut it off. So that is something you can definitely do while it's still a little bit warm. I don't like this big great big piece of wax here. See if I can get that off. Probably some people are like, what are you doing? It's fine, leave it alone. But I don't like that. So, and there's one more piece here I don't like. They have these little things that you can put them in so this doesn't happen. I've got to order one because, there we go. All right. And what you can do too, and I think I'm going to do it because in this kit I got, which I got this kit, I got to show you guys, anybody who's interested in this. I got this kit on Amazon and it was 20 bucks, okay? And look at this. It comes with a humongous amount of wax. It comes with the candles. It comes with some envelopes to play around with. It came with, I bought extra these guys on Temu, but it comes with a gold and a silver marker, gold and silver glitter. It came with 2 of the wax seals. Okay, it came with the handle, and then it also came with this thing, which I gotta clean now, the little thing where you melt the wax. That all came for $20. So, woo! Wax is still not dry. So yeah, it comes with all this, and it's well worth it. It's a cute kit. I don't know if it's still, oh, I got a mess now. Okay, that's not good. Let's put this back. So yeah, it's worth it if you guys are in the market to get a wax kit. This is the one I would go for. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean that mess. But anyway, what I wanted to get here is the, I don't know if I should do silver or gold. I need to put this away. Maybe I shouldn't do any. I think I'm gonna skip it because I don't want to cover the green. There's some green there. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna skip that. I should have thought that before. And then the last thing we're gonna do, if I can get it. Okay. So I have some of this mesh stuff here, and it's so old, it's already like kind of antiqued out. So I'm going to get a piece of this. I don't even know what this is. It was in a box of very old lace that belonged to my mom. And so, yeah, no clue, but I like it. Okay, so I'm going to take this, scrunch it together like so, and then bring it through the front, from the back to the front. Okay, and then go through the middle, and we're going to pull. I got way too much, but that's okay. All right, and I don't want it this long, so we're gonna cut. Okay, and there you have it. This cute little paper clip that you can just put in your journal like so, and you have your card you can pull out and write on whatever you want to do with it, and like pull it with the little thing, and there you go. And I think they're darling, and they're fun to make. And like I said, you don't have to do the wax seal. You could just tie a knot. You could put some beads on here, whatever you want. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you know, come by and show me what you did, because I'm sure there's many of you that are just way more creative than me and could come up with some awesome ideas. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.